There we go.
Well, hey there, guys. My name's Corinna Bench. I'm the farmer's wife at Shared Legacy Farms, and today I'm with a very special guest. This is Ben Gammie from Quarry Hill Orchard out in Berlin Heights, and we are here to announce that we're going to be doing our fruit share with Quarry Hill this coming year. So we have a vegetable CSA subscription box, as many of you know. We've also traditionally added a fruit box to that, and this year we're excited to really ramp up our participation with Quarry Hill. They're going to be kind of playing point guard for that product, sourcing a lot of that from the local growers that they know. And so I'm here today so you can meet this fantastic grower and get to know their operation a little bit. How are you?
Corinna, thanks so much.
Tell me your story a little bit. They want to know your background.
We had a chance to work a little bit together last year, but the CSA share thing is kind of new for us, so we're ready to hit the ground running and bring you guys some awesome tree fruit from our farm, as well as some from our neighbors.
Your
background.
Dad. Your dad
for us.
is a...
So I'm third generation farmer. You will see throughout the video any one of 4 of our fourth generation farmers running around. But Dad was the one that really kind of championed the apple and fruit production here on my farm. I moved back home with my lovely wife. This will be 5 years ago, having left a career in engineering.
My ears were burning. There she is.
So this is number 4.
You just settled
Baby
down.
Tucker, yes.
So sorry for the delay with my presence.
Right. But yeah, we're our 5th year in, and Dad and I have kind of been working on what that next generation of our farm looks like, and it certainly is partnering with folks like the Benches. We have mutual customers at our retail operations that have told me and my dad on multiple occasions, like, hey, have you guys ever been out to Benches Farm? These are the awesomest people. And sure enough, here we are. Yeah, we're excited.
We're excited to do this partnership too. So we're just going to take you into their packing shed real quick and show you the ropes and answer a few questions that some of you may have. So shall we go?
Yeah. It's March and what is snowing? Holy smokes. So the apple crop has since left the barn, but we're now coming into the pack house, and right around June we'll crank things back up in this barn. June being when we're going to start off with you guys, coincides with cherry harvest, and from there, be it anything from small fruits, blueberries and blackberries that we'll source from some neighbors. We are getting into the red raspberry business. Hope to bring some of those to you guys this year, and certainly then on into peaches mid-July with the classics, yellow Freestones, red Havens, but we're going to throw in throughout the whole CSA share. We're going to keep throwing fun stuff your guys' way, be it donut peaches, be it
table grapes.
Right, September-ish. My dad's absolute favorite table grape is one called Reliance. Little tiny, seedless, red grapes, and they are our rock star. So,
So talk to us a little bit about, that's one of the reasons I'm excited to work with you, that you're going to get us some funky stuff, because I know that my members really like unusual things. So you don't just have the staples, but you have some unusual varieties that are hard to find.
Right, so we touch base on that with our kind of summer fruits, and some table grapes and apricots, things that you guys are used to getting. But apples, I think, is where we really shine. And so again, throughout the apple share, starting late August and through the balance of the season, we're going to get you the staples, a Gala, a Fuji, but peppered in your weekly share is going to be things that hopefully you haven't come across before. One of our first fun varieties is a late August pick called Zestar. Super crisp, one of the first really good summer apples that we come across. Picture that a week before Galas, last week of August. And then same thing throughout the whole month of September and October. From Crimson Crisp, one that Dad planted.
So good.
Super hard. I think you gotta choke up to bite it. You gotta bite it twice.
So good.
We pick it a little early. It has a little bit of tartness to it. Fire engine red. Like this one, we're going to have to get Corinna some pictures when it's hanging on the tree, because just little red Christmas ornaments hanging on the tree.
I like to
They're
call
really
it
awesome.
storybook red, like little red riding hood. It's my favorite apple on the farm.
It's amazing. I had it last year too. So let's talk about this machine behind us.
All right, yeah. So guys, when we pick apples, this is the gizmo that helps us cull out the bad ones, polish up the good ones, and send them your way. We've nicknamed her Stella. This is our 1972 vintage Duran Whalen packing line. It is
Can we go look?
politically correct. It's a classic. Let's call it that. It's a classic. So the apples, come on up here, Chris. The apples will go in, we pick them in a bin. You see that bin over there, Kurt, that big wooden bin that Brooke's pointing at? We forklift them into this dump tank that will be filled with water. They go around the flume, up this conveyor belt, get washed, a little bit of spit polish. It's more safe than spit for you food safety conscious people. And then into this drying tunnel where they come out of there, and this is where me and the girls and my pops pack them into what we're going to be branding as a really fun bag to bring stuff to you guys amongst other grocery store customers, things that we sell right at the front door. So yeah, this is where it all happens.
Awesome,
right here.
awesome.
And you're going to ask us this, but just so you know, everything Ben's talking about is packing requirements that we are held to of like the gold standard in like packing house safety.
Right.
Like we meet the same criteria that like big corporations have to meet.
Right.
So like everything you see is
Up to
super
par.
technology, up to snuff with everything.
So talk a little bit about growing practices on this
Right,
farm, because that's
right.
really important to my members. And so what does that look like here at Quarry Hill?
So, Corinna, as we will see running around here, as we touched on earlier, we've got 4 little munchkins that we hope to have part of the operation someday. So, we're living in their world, we're just part of it, So, it really behooves us to champion what this farm looks like, not today, not next week, but 50 years from now. And so that really is a sustainable approach on every level. That's sustainable economically, that's sustainable environmentally, and that's sustainable spiritually. We want to be able to come to the farm and be fulfilled in all those levels. So let's talk a little bit about that environmental component. Pops and I head up our integrated pest management program, and that's something that we spend a lot of time focusing on. We've got a ton of tools at our disposal, some of them organic, some of them conventional, but no matter what, it's always with an eye for the bigger picture and not just shiny red fruit, but fruit that is good for us and good for this farm. Because if I'm a 3rd generation farmer, it behooves me to make sure that this place is running strong for a 7th generation.
Yeah.
And that starts, with the products we put on, with an aggressive cover crop program to build soil health, to build soil tilth and fertility, steering clear as much as possible from synthetic things and really leaning on Mother Nature to do what she does best.
Yeah.
And doing that because we want to, but also because we are modern young farmers who live our lives that way too. We try to teach our kids about sustainability and all the people that are eating our fruit through your channels or in our front doors. So it's just really top of mind for us.
Yeah.
That's who we are as people. So.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So I know you wanted to tell, we're going to walk over to the cooler.
Yeah,
I
sure,
just want people
sure,
to
sure,
see the inside of an apple orchard cooler. It's really big.
Right. This is one of 4 rooms that we have where we keep all of our products. Again, picture 9,000 to 10,000 bushels of peaches every year and about 35,000 bushels of apples, all in a climate-controlled, humidity-controlled environment. So these are those bins that we talked about that we pick them in. They hold 18 bushels of apples apiece. We've got special trailers on our tractors. Our picking crew of 8 to 10 guys, help bring them into the barn, and it is it's a pretty hectic time of year in October to pull these things out of the orchard and into this room that'll be packed full.
Huge. It smells great in here.
These guys can't smell it, but it does smell. Even with no apples in here.
like the walls have absorbed it. So before we let people go, I want people to know that we are still taking shares. You can sign up for our fruit share, which is going to be something you can get at sharedlegacyfarms.com/shop. And you have a couple of things that you're putting in the pipeline. I know you mentioned.
Right. So as I talk about those, take a bite out of this. This is also one of those kind of unique apples. It's March. Did you hear that crunch?
Wow.
And it's March.
I just got like a burst.
Right.
Of
So this is
on my tongue.
This is Evercrisp. This is the new flagship apple for Ohio growers.
Evercrisp.
Turn around and get them standing behind. This is a better backdrop for your last. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. That is delicious.
Yeah, thank you.
So other apple varieties we'll touch on real quick. This guy, Evercrisp, might be in your last share in October. Gold Rush, phenomenal apple. We talked about Crimson Crisp. Another great early September apple called Pixie Crunch. Small, perfect lunchbox apple for you moms that are throwing them in the kiddos' lunchbox. That's a fun one. On the horizon, the next generation of this apple is, I don't know who named, well, I was part of the naming process, but one called Ludacrisp. Right?
Oh, what a great name.
Right.
You cannot get that at Kroger, people.
Yeah, Ludacrisp will be coming our way 2-3 years down the road. So you gotta be patient with us fruit farmers. These things take time.
Yeah.
But the other fun fruit that we stuck in the ground just this past year, and some of you folks may have heard of a pawpaw, only native fruit to this part of the world.
Did you know it's the state fruit?
I didn't.
It is the state fruit of Ohio. Little fun fact. Keep going, sorry.
Those guys are a couple years out. Give us 5 years, but so.
Yeah.
Keep your eye on these fruit shares, guys. There's some fun stuff coming your way.
Yeah, that's what we're so excited about. Not only are you totally aware of the food conscience piece, but you're all about providing us with unusual variety, because I personally enjoy getting fruit that's different and weird that I can't get anywhere else, right? And so that is going to be so fun that you're able, and plus, you guys are really well connected. You don't grow everything, right? So this is a regional product. We're getting it from other local farmers, but because you are the fruit guy, you know all these people, and you're going to be able to help us source it. So I'm just really excited about the increased variety that we're going to have in that new product. Thanks for partnering with us.
We're looking forward to an awesome season.
Yeah, so if you want to join our CSA, you can head over to sharedlegacyfarms.com/shop. You can grab a vegetable CSA box. While you're doing it, throw in a fruit share. You can either get a weekly bag or a bi-weekly bag. It kind of depends on how you want to do it. So thanks again.
Totally. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. One more thing. We didn't grow more fruit this year to support this.
Oh no.
And so, what I mean is local fruit is, not in total abundance, and it's really exciting for us to divert that away from other places and partner with you guys too. So we're so excited.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for joining us, guys. Take care. Support local.